Good morning. I welcome all of you to the lecture Decision Support System and Business Intelligence. Today we will see estimation methodology for classification. As we seen, estimation methodology for classification, simple split, hold output or rest sample estimation, split data into two mutually exclusive set training 70%, 30%, likewise. We see in the preparation of data into the training model, training data set as well as in testing data set. Then model development on the basis of training data set and model assessment, cross scoring how it is working, and then prediction of the results. For this we use artificial neural network. The data is split into three subsets like training, validation and testing. Today we will see the k-fold cross validation. As we know, it is rotation estimation, split data into the k mutually exclusive subset. Suppose k means the number of experiment. Suppose we have thousands record. And now we want to classify these data sets, these records. Then we have to select first k, value for k. We will select here k equal to 5. Okay, then we have to split this for cross validation into 5 segment. Therefore we will write here thousands divided by 5. 1000 divided by 5 equal to, what will be the result? 1000 divided by 5,
200.
200. So we will divide this record into 200. Uh, now we will make 5 experiment. First, second, third, fourth and 5. This is the k fold. The value of k is 5, so we have created 5 folds. And the here is the first segment of 1000 is 200, like this: 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Here is 200, here is 200, here is 200, here is 200. Total is 1000. In first experiment it is 1000. First we will select in k fold this first sample 200 for testing, and remaining will be the training. How much number will be there for training? How much record will be there for training? 800 for training, and for testing we will keep only 200 first record in k fold, and we'll see the accuracy of the classification, how it's the accuracy will be. And we will write here AC accuracy 1 equal to suppose something 60%. Okay, and next time we will check another next sample, next 200 samples, and remaining part we will make for testing. This will be the testing, and we will find the accuracy 2 AC accuracy 2 equal to, suppose we got 65%. Then we will check this one, 1 2 3 4 and 5. This term we will make for testing, and all remaining will be the training sample. Training sample will be there, and this one is the testing 200, and find the accuracy 3. Likewise we will find for all the 5 fold, means k fold. For 5 fold we will find the accuracy, and then we will take the mean of all these 5 accuracy, AC1, AC2, AC4, AC3 and AC5, and find the total divided by 5, mean of accuracy as well as minimum accuracy and maximum accuracy in this. We will split the data into k mutually exclusive subset like this 5. In this we have classified, we have exclusive subset in 5. We split data into 5 fold. Use each subset as a testing while using the rest of the subset training. Here we use testing, for testing 200, and for training 800 out of thousands. Repeat the experiment for k times. How much value is there for k, that much time we will repeat this experiment. If we create a value of k is 6, then here will be the 6 part, and also the testing sample will be 150, like this. Aggregate the test result for true estimation of the prediction accuracy training. We have find out here mean, means we have to make the aggregate of accuracy in the k-fold training. There is a drawback of k-fold training is that, suppose we are classifying the binary data, we want to classify binary data. Binary data means collection of zeros and 1. Okay, suppose we have like this data, and we selected first fold for testing and remaining is training. Okay, in our data set, suppose we have this training data set, and now we are testing this sample. We will not get this, the result will be very poor, because we selected a limited sample, and there in first experiment we will get only 0% accuracy. No matching will be found here. In this classification, the testing class is not available in the training data set. Like this problem may be occur in k-fold cross validation. There is other estimation methodology. We'll see. If you have any doubt on k-fold cross validation, you can ask. Is it understood to you?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then other estimation methodology is the leave one out. Leave one out. In this experimentation, what we will do, we suppose we have hundreds of record and want to classify. Then from 100 we will take only one for testing, and remaining will be the training. Like this suppose one record we will select, and next experiment we will select another second record. This second record we will select, one will out, leave one out. Leave one out means one by one we will take for the testing, and remaining all will be the training sets. In this experimentation will be very time consuming. Why? Because we are taking only one sample for the testing, so there will be very much iterations required to classify all the records, hundreds record, thousands record. Depends upon the data size, the experiment will take time for classifying the accuracy. Is it getting?
Yes, sir.
In leave one out, we will take one sample for testing, and remaining all will become a training sample. One by one, serially one by one we will take. Okay.
Yes.
But in bootstrapping we will select one data and model. In one model we will find, suppose this is a dn data set, and in first model we have selected n1 n1 sorry m1 sample, in second m2 sample, in third m3 sample, and we take the aggregate of all these and find one result. This is the bootstrapping experimentation, and here we will get the bootstrapping. Similarly, jackinifying and under area under the ROC curve. This is also estimation methodology for classification area under ROC curve. ROC means region of curve. You see in this ROC curve, A, B, C, the estimation methodology for classification in ROC curve. This is our X, Y, and our data is at, suppose, D1. Data 1 is at 1 and 1 location. Then we will get this data point at here. Good morning. Similarly, suppose we have the data 2, data 3, data set 4, data set 5. Now we will find, is it on the ROC curve from our cross validation line, where the data is it on this area or in this area. We can find the area of interest by using the ROC curve also. For classification cross validation we can use ROC curve. There are some classification technique: decision tree analysis, statistical analysis, neural network, support vector machine, case-based reasoning, bias classification, genetic algorithm, and rough sets. We'll see one by one. Classification technique. Classification technique is used for classify the data, listing the data in according to their properties. Suppose we have cross and line in our data. Depends upon the feature of this data, we can distinct with the help of classification technique. Then we have to find which method, which algorithm will provide us a good result, provide us a accurate result. For this there are several algorithms, several techniques for classification of the data, like decision tree analysis, statistical analysis, neural network, support vector machine, case based reasoning, bias classification, genetic algorithm, and rough set. Decision tree. What happen in decision tree? Employs the divide and conquer method. First we have to, suppose we have data of record 1000, then divide this data and make the part like this, 500 and 500. Then recursively divide a training set into each division consists of sample for one class. We have to make the training, we have to recursively divide this training set until each division consists of example from one class. Again divide this into 250, 250, 250. Again divide this into 125, 125, 125, 125, 125, 125, 125, and 125, like this, until we get one class from hundred thousands of class. We have to divide this and create root node and assign all the training data to it. Once we have we have make this data into different classes of data set, then create root, and after creating root assign the training data to it. All will be the training data samples, thousands will be training data samples. We will select one root value from this sample, last root value, and then we'll find find the classes into the training sample, how much accuracy will be there. In second step, select the best splitting attribute, splitting attribute, like suppose we find from 250 into 125 and 125, which is the best split from this all thousands record we will find, and then add a branch to the root node for each value of the split the data into mutually exclusive subsets along the line of the specific split. Then repeat the step 2, select the best split attribute, and step 3 for each and every leaf node until stopping criteria is reached. A general algorithm for decision tree building. This is the general algorithm. We will find best split from this and again match our sample into the all training data set. There are thousands record. We'll find the best split with this testing data set. We'll find the training and accuracy of the algorithm, decision tree algorithm in our model with thousands record by using decision tree. Decision tree DT algorithm mainly differed on splitting criteria. This is depends upon the splitting criteria, which variable to split first and what value to use to split, how many split from for each node, stopping criteria. And once we get good accuracy on which split we got good accuracy, that will our stopping criteria. You see, suppose we have thousands record, okay, and from this we split 500 and 500 in two classes. Okay, is this best, or 250 or 250, is this best? You see, we have 250 samples and here 5000 500. Okay, we will match this testing data into this training data and find, is this giving us good accuracy or not. If this is not giving us good accuracy, we will going towards the another direction and we'll find here 250 and 250 will make the classes and provide this for testing and find in this training sample, and accuracy will find here. If not best, then we'll make again split into these 250 data and will be there 150. Which is the best accuracy in this criteria? That will be the stopping criteria, when to stop building the tree. Then tree will not again build. Pruning means generalization method. Pre pruning versus post pruning. The most popular decision tree algorithm include ID3, C4.5, C5, CRT, CID. Will see detail one by one. Decision tree alternative splitting criteria. Gini index determine the purity of specific class as a result of the decision to branch algorithm, a particular attribute value used in CART. And information gain use entropy to measure the extent of uncertainty or randomness of a particular attribute value split using in ID3 and C4.5 C5 chi-square test used in chain. Alternative splitting criteria means Gini index determine the purity of the specific class as a result of the decision branch along the particular attribute value used in chart. In decision tree, we know we have to split the data into binary form, and from that, which is the Gini index, to determine the purity of the specific class as a result of decision tree branch along with particular attribute value, we have to use CART. And in information gain, use entropy to measure the extent of uncertainty or randomness of the particular attribute value split. As well as we can use chi-square statistics. There is a cluster analysis for data mining, used for automatic identification of natural grouping of things. Cluster analysis for identify natural grouping of things. Suppose we want to find the temperature of Maharashtra. There will be variation in temperature district wise in Maharashtra. In Jalna, temperature will be different. In Aurangabad, will different from the Pune, from the Mumbai, from the Nasik, from the Nagpur. Okay. For this, we can use automatic identification of. We can use cluster analysis. We'll make the cluster of Jalna, Aurangabad, Nasik, Pune, Mumbai, Nagpur, and find the samples part of the machine learning family. This is cluster analysis is the part of machine learning. In machine learning, sensor or system will learn itself from the data, from the input. We will provide the input from all districts and our machine will train itself and tell us a temperature value. Employ unsupervised learning. In this cluster analysis, we will use unsupervised learning. You have to keep in mind, in cluster analysis, unsupervised learning is used. There will be question for 1 mark, objective type of question. Clustering analysis use supervised learning, unsupervised learning, both supervised and unsupervised, none of these. Then answer will be unsupervised learning. Learn the cluster of things from past data. Then assign new instances. There is not an output variable, also known as segmentation. In clustering, learn the cluster of things from the past data. How much temperature were at Nagpur in last month? We will find the today's temperature. Suppose here was temperature 37 in last month at Nagpur. Okay, and at Pune, suppose there were temperature 36 degrees Celsius, and here is in Aurangabad, suppose there were 35 degrees Celsius temperature in last month. So from the past data value, we can predict how much today's temperature as well as what will be the within next 3-4 days temperature. We can predict with the help of supervised learning, clustering things, cluster techniques, using clustering analysis of the things for the past data. Then assign a new instances, new prediction. We can find there is not an output variable, there is no output variable. We have to predict that, also known as segmentation. We have to make the segment, cluster wise segment. We have to make cluster wise group, means segmentation. Cluster analysis for data mining. Clustering result may be used to identify natural grouping of customers. We can also identify the natural group of customer: lower income group customer, high income group customer, close to our company, close to our product, interested customer in our product, we can able to find with the help of clustering analysis. Identify the rule for assigning new cases to classes for targeting diagnostic purpose. Clustering analysis can be used for identifying the rules, assigning new cases, classes for targeting and diagnostic purpose. Means for identifying the temperature from various district in Maharashtra, we can assign new rule. In this month, temperature is going down, okay, but in particular month there may be chance temperature may be increased from that time. So at that case we have to we have to identify the new rules, we have to assign new rules, and that can be possible in cluster analysis. Provide characterization, definition, labeling of populations with the help of cluster analysis, and it can decrease the size of data and complexity of the problem for another data mining methods. Identify outlier in a specific domain, example rare event detections. We can find we can decrease the size of complexity for use another data mining method, data mining tools. For pre-processing we can use clustering technique, and with the help of clustering technique we can provide outlier for specific domain. Means from which point temperature is varying from Aurangabad to Jalna. You see, if we find the sample of the Aurangabad and the Jalna, the temperature may be vary, but where is the boundary point, where is the outlier of that variation, there we can find in clustering analysis. Analysis method. Statistical method we can use, including both hierarchical and non-hierarchical, such as k-mean, k-modes, and so on. We can use k-mean, k-mode, hierarchical statistical techniques, as well as we can use neural network, adaptive resonance theory, ART, adaptive resonance theory, self-organization map, SOM we can use fuzzy logic, fuzzy C-mean algorithm, genetic algorithm for analysis purpose. Are we finding temperatures variation classification in district wise in Maharashtra? Is that which is the good algorithm? With the help of analysis method we can find, like genetic algorithm, fuzzy logic, neural network, k-mean, k-fold, k-modes, divisive versus algometric method. Cluster analysis for data mining. How many clusters? There is no a true optimal way to calculate it. Means how many cluster we have to do. There is no truly optimal value. Suppose we want to find the temperature in Maharashtra. Okay, district wise we will get variation in temperature, but there may if we make a small cluster in Aurangabad district we will get the variation in temperature. If you at suppose Buldhana city, temperature will be different. If you at the village, in particular village there may be variation in temperature. So how much cluster we have to make, there is no exact value for classification of the temperature. roughly we can say there are 40 cluster in Maharashtra. Okay, 40 point we will get. We can say roughly, but there may be in between this 40 another cluster available. As you know, in rural area, irrigation area, you can find the temperature is very drop because of irrigations, and in a city there is temperature is high as compared to the village. So village wise temperature is variation is in variation is in temperature. So we cannot directly say the optimal value of cluster, how much we can have to do, but by using machine learning it can be possible to identify. Heuristics are often used according to our experiment and experience of the experiment. We have to design our new rule, and through that we can able to reach for at accuracy. Look at the look at the sparseness of cluster. Number of cluster equal to suppose n by 2 half n number of data point. Here n is the number of data point, like this. Suppose we select the district and villages, then n will be the number of villages, and use Akai information criteria. Use Bayesian information criteria for truly optimization. We can use this method, Akaya information criteria and Bayesian information criteria, for accurate classification of the temperature into Maharashtra state. Most cluster analysis method involve the use of distance measure. With the help of distance measure to calculate the closeness between the pair of atom, we can use in most cases in clustering the distance is calculated, and on the basis of distance their cluster is created. You see, suppose we have temperature values in this is suppose uh, Jalna district. Okay, there are various villages. We will find the temperature values in this village. Suppose at one location we got 27 degrees Celsius, 28 degrees Celsius, 25 degrees Celsius, 27 degrees Celsius, 20 degrees Celsius, 21 degrees Celsius. Now we will create here D1. D1 equal to what is the nearest value, closest value of, means 21 to 27. In between 21 to 27 degrees Celsius we will create their cluster and assign here name D1. Similarly we will find 37, 32, 30, 31. Here we will create one cluster by using distance measure. We will make the distance from center point as well as for create the clusters to calculate the closeness between the pair of atom. We can use Euclidean versus Manhattan distance for rectilinear distances. Cluster analysis for data mining, k-mean cluster algorithm we can use. As we seen the k-fold, here we can use k-mean cluster. In this example, D, for finding D1 we will provide the value for k. Now you see here are 37, 38, 25, 21, 20. So we have to find here value for k. Value for k is suppose 25. Then nearest value of 25 we will find here and will create one cluster D1. Similarly here we will find suppose k equal to 30 and make the cluster. Here we will find k equal to 40 and find the nearest value of 40, that is the k-mean cluster. K, predetermined number of cluster. Algorithm steps 0, determine the value of k. First we have to determine the value of k and then randomly generate the k random point as initial cluster center. Randomly generated values are there. Then we will find here the value of k first and nearest value of that and assign each point to the nearest cluster center. After that, recompute the new cluster center. Once we have identified one cluster, then identify the new cluster, then identify new cluster. Likewise, repeat the steps 3 for identifying the new cluster and 4 until some convergence criteria is met. Usually that the assignment of point to cluster becomes stable. Until we get stable cluster, we will recompute new cluster and find the temperature variation district wise, village wise, or taluka wise. You see example of k-mean cluster algorithm. Here is step 1, we'll find cluster. Step 2, pink cluster. Here we find green cluster, red cluster, blue cluster and created groups. Find the distance, measure the distance of temperature wise. Like this k-mean clustering algorithm is used. Association rule mining. Next is the association rule mining. We'll see this in next lecture. If you have any problem regarding clustering and classification, just understand the introduction about the classification of k-mean clustering or classification and clustering. If you have any doubt regarding this, you can ask me question. Yes, do you have any question?
No.
Something understood to you?
Yep.
Okay. Remaining part you will understand in next some lecture. Don't worry about this. Okay. What is the advantage of group the layers? Then we will stop here. And we do not have repeat. Okay, have a nice day. More and more duplications. Means what? You can create one certain